Good morning. Happy Saturday. And this phone actually does a pretty good job in the dark. It's not very light out. You can see behind me that it is very foggy this morning. We are in the time of the day called morning twilight. So it's when that is the time that it just starts getting light in the morning, but before the sun comes up. So it is a little bit before 7 a.m. right now, and I believe it's like 7:07 is going to be the actual sunrise. But we're not going to see it this morning because of all the fog. But we're out to get some mileage in this morning before heading to work, and hopefully going about 6. So we're going to try to get 6 miles in, and everybody have a great weekend. Coming up, first hill. It's not a bad hill. It's not very long either. The meat of the hills are going to come a couple miles in, and that will be, because right now we're going to top the crest of this, and then we're going to zigzag back downhill all the way down to the Brandywine Creek. So we'll be at the bottom, and then from there, after about a mile and a half or so along the Brandywine Creek, we're going to climb back up to the top of the ridge line to make our way back, and that's going to be the big climb, and it'll be fun. Now, big downhill. It's really hard to tell how steep this actually is on the phone, but these are the fun parts. I put the phone away so I can have a little more fun on the downhill. All right, now we're down along Brandywine Creek. All right, now this is a little picnic area at Thompson's Bridge. That's the bridge behind me, and we'll be getting back in the woods soon along the creek trail that runs right along the Brandywine Creek. It can get muddy, it can get wet, and it's fun. Twist around trees and everything along the bank, and then in a mile and a half or so, we're going to come out and we're going to head up to the top of the ridge. Not exactly this ridge right here. It's further down and it goes way beyond this one. But it's a nice climb. A few hundred feet of elevation on that climb. That'll be fun. All right, flat stretch. We're gonna kind of cruise here a little bit, not push too hard since we got that big hill climb at the end, and just enjoy being down here along the river. So we came out along, there's a meadow down there, and came out and started our way up the slope. So you can see that the creek is already a little ways down below, and we're gonna head up. This doesn't look like much, but this keeps going up and up and up a couple hundred feet onto the top of a ridge line that we're kind of gonna skirt most of the way back. And it's one of the most fun parts, not necessarily getting up the hill, but once we get on top of the hill, there are a lot of fun, really rocky, jumping from rocks to rocks, technical trails and things like that, which are a lot of fun. All right, we got to get climbing. Beautiful. Running through the fog. Not too thick. Still plenty of visibility. Just about to the top of the ridgeline now. We didn't have the fog
down in the valley along the creek. It's all hanging up here on the top of the hills. This is not going to be really stable. I'm going to have to protect my phone, but here's a portion of this where lots of rocks to jump on and over. We go down, and then we head up, more rocks, and we just keep going. Dancing through the rocks. Woo! This is what I meant about how fun this section is. And here we go again. More. I gotta keep my concentration. I actually do not know what I'm filming here, but I love these trails. Challenging and fun. More single track. In the beautiful foggy woods. What a great morning to be out. More rock fields. All right. Woohoo! And shortly, we're going to come up to a little stream crossing right here that usually has some nice rocks that make it easy to get across. So, here we go. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Uh-oh! Almost put my foot in the drink. All right. We're a little over a mile left in this, and so we're coming out to the closeout of this run. It's been so much fun. Kind of hope anyone who's watched this has kind of had some fun with me. All right, steep little uphill trench here. Now, I could have gone straight, because this trail I'm on up here is actually going to curl back down and go back into the trail down below. I usually like to come up here because it just gives me a little more elevation. And elevation is never a bad thing. All right. Here we go. Final 100 yards or so. Now it's time to stride out the end. And that's it.